NBA League Pass draft. What we're doing here is basically Zach and I are going to pick 5 teams each in draft order, and just pick teams that we believe are the most compelling or intriguing teams to watch this year on our League Pass. Um, which I'm looking forward to. I can't wait. But NBA's around the corner. I cannot wait, man. So, who wants to go first?
Oh, I'll take the first pick.
Go right ahead, brother. Let's go.
Easiest pick in the draft. I'm taking Chet and OKC.
I
We're
love it.
talking a bubble team, bubble playoff team last year, getting the number one pick in the draft back. I think they will be the most exciting team to watch.
I agree. I agree. They're definitely in my top 2 or 3 teams to pick here. You got obviously Getty and Shot SG8. Obviously first time NBA All NBA last year. They were 40 and 42. I think, were they 40 42 last year? They were playing team last year. And with upside, and they get Chet back, as you mentioned. And Chet put on some muscle. He looked good in summer league too. Yeah, this could be one of the bracket busters in the Western Conference if the upside continues. I can't wait to watch this team next year. I cannot wait to
Yeah.
watch this team. So I'm with you on that one. My pick here, I'm gonna go to Kings. Can they
Ooh.
can they continue what they did start last year?
I have the
That's
Kings in my list, but for me, I thought that was a little high.
the Kings are fun to watch, dude. They're my
They are.
then last year. Then, dude, I told you last year I had a hard time staying up past 10:30 watching games. But when they were on, for some reason, I forced myself to watch their games.
I mean, Sabonis and Fox are so good
Yeah,
together, especially
yeah,
on the pick and rolls.
yeah. So I think the Kings are fun to watch. I'm more intrigued by, was last year a fluke? Was last year just oh yeah, we came out of nowhere, da, da, da. Okay, cool. Can you do it again? Can you be better this year? That's what I want to see with this team going forward. So I'm gonna Sacramento on that one. All right, number 3 for you. Third pick.
I mean, this is where all the chaos begins. All the trades from this summer. Let me watch the Suns. Let me see how they gel together. I want to see what that possible juggernaut could be.
Yeah, they're gonna get a lot of national TV time too on top of that. So, yeah, I mean, how does Bradley Beal fit that team? How does Nurkic fit that team? Now that Aiton's gone. I mean, I no doubt Booker and KD will figure it out. KD, that's one thing about KD people don't give credit for. Is that no matter where KD goes, he always fits. He fits. We were concerned about Golden State. How do you fit in Golden State? He fit perfectly. In Brooklyn, he fit perfectly. Everywhere he goes, he fits.
Well, yeah, 6'10" scorer who can block on the weak side. It's great.
Right, but he's also someone that is not as complicated. He wants to play ball,
Yeah.
and I respect that about KD. That's one of the most underrated things about his game. Actually, to be honest with you, so I like the Suns of 3. All right, for me, number 4. I have a list here too, but I want to pick out of here. I'm gonna go your boys, the Magic.
I had them at 10.
Your boys. I told you last year that I thought they were fun to watch, and they had some really big wins last year against some really good teams: Bucks, Celtics, Clippers. And I said, had they won some more games against bad teams last year, they might have made that play in. And who knows what happened?
Well, I mean, it all comes down to whether or not we can ever figure out the backcourt. Because, I mean, the front court is solid now
Yeah.
with Wagner
Mhm.
and Pablo.
I know when they played Miami last year a couple of times, they were frisky as hell, man. They gave us issues. Even beat us a couple of times last year. So they were fun to watch. They have a nice little thing down there in Orlando. We'll see if they can take another leap. Playing is the goal, at least, to be here for this team. So I like it. Orlando 4. All right, 5th pick in draft. What you got?
In honor of last year's Utah Jazz, I am selecting the Portland Trailblazers with the 5th pick.
Really?
Yes. I want to see what all these young players that they're collecting and putting together play like. Can you imagine Aiton and Robert Williams playing together at
That's a
the
weird
4 and the
one.
5?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not to mention you got everybody loves Scooter. Yeah, dude shot like 35%. How is he great? But it could be exciting to watch.
His comp is Russell Westbrook, right? Is his comp?
No, this comp is better than that.
No, I'm saying in terms of his
It,
style. Like he's like not a great shooter, but he's a kind of a grinder, hustler, that kind of thing.
well, yeah, they give him the grinder, hustler. Can score, but I don't like the way he scores.
All right, my pick here next. Sixth pick in the draft. You know what? Let's go 12. Let's go 6 picks each. Okay,
All right.
let's increase a little bit. Let's go to New Orleans Pelicans.
Yes.
Zion's
Yeah.
healthy right now. Right now, he's healthy
Yeah.
right now.
Exactly. As soon as he's out, you stop clicking to watch. But
In case folks forgot, last year when he got hurt, they were the 2 seed in the Western Conference. Okay, through a third of the
for
year.
6 games, yeah.
Yeah, they were. We were. Dude, I remember us having a conversation about this. Is this a Western Conference Finals team we're looking at here? Because they look pretty good together.
Yeah.
Him and Ingram and McCollum. And we know when he's healthy, he's dude. And I'm looking forward to when we do our top 25 list. We're going to record that tomorrow, actually. I don't know when we'll put it out. I might put it out a couple days after, but when he's healthy, he's a top 10 guy. The impact, you see the impact when he's on the court. He's a top 10 guy in the league, without question. He's got to stay on the court, though, man. I'm hoping this is the year he does it, man. I hope this year he actually puts all together. So, Pelicans at 6. All right, 7.
At 7. You remember how fun it was to watch Golden State just dominate everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We get that again with Milwaukee in the East. To watch watch Damian Lillard play off of Giannis, I think you could see Stoudemire lead the or God, I keep wanting to call him Stoudemire. I think you could see Lillard lead.
Damian Stoudemire.
I think you could see Lillard lead the league in scoring this year very easily.
Yeah, I like that pick a lot. Obviously they lose a little bit of wing defense in Trey with Drew Holiday, but they have the interior still pretty good with Brook Lopez and those guys. By Portis, you name it.
Yeah.
I'm curious how they gel on the pick and roll together. That's gonna be crazy good. I do have opinions on that. So my 8th pick is gonna be the Celtics. Okay, let's go ahead and transition that to Celtics number 8. My only concern about the Bucks is that I think on paper now there's a lot of ifs here for the Celtics here. If Porzingis is healthy, if he's healthy, I feel like that Drew Holiday deal from that happened just a couple days ago to get him, it actually, in my opinion, cancels out the Dame Lillard deal in Milwaukee. Because if Tatum takes another leap this year, JB is still JB. You got Derek White who took another leap last year and is a great defender. Okay, they essentially replaced Marcus Smart
With a
with
player.
a better player, a better offensive player, and as good, if not better defender, as good.
Yeah.
So I feel like if KP is healthy this year, yeah, you lose the interior with Robert Williams. Yes, you lose that. But if KP is healthy this year, I feel like that Drew Holiday deal cancels out the Damian Lillard deal, honestly. And I hate to say this, I hate the Celtics, obviously. But
No,
I just think their team's very well rounded.
I'm right there with you.
So I'm intrigued by the Celtics this year and what they're gonna do. Obviously, and I think Porzingis being a big question, of course, with his health, and then Tatum's leap. Because to me, we'll do our rankings obviously tomorrow when we record it. Is he top 5? He's not top 5. That was our argument last year. I'm still on the fence with him top 5. Even right now as we record this podcast. So Celtics is number 8 for me. 8th pick in the draft for me. All right, number 9.
Just because I have to make sure this guy makes it into the top 10.
Okay.
Taking San Antonio. I'm going to want to flip in every night just to see what Victor's doing.
Of course.
So,
I think my only question to Spurs though is, how many games he's going to play this year? Because obviously the new rule to win any awards, you got to play 65 games or more. And Popovich, you know how he is. He's very stubborn. Like I almost think he's not going to win Rookie of the Year just because of Popovich's stubbornness.
Look, he's going to play Victor every single game.
I would hope so. as a fan, but I don't trust Popovich to do the right thing. Come on now, Popovich don't give a fuck. You know that. So
Look, he's gonna want to win.
yeah. All right, number 10. That's you. Am I 10? No, no, you had Spurs, right?
You're
So
10.
I'm 10. I'm 10. I'm gonna go Pacers.
All
Halliburton.
right.
Halliburton
Yeah.
Company.
No, he's an exciting player.
People forgot before he got hurt. They were actually a top 6 team in the Eastern Conference in December, January ish time last year. And there was a question: is Indiana ready to take the next step? And then he got hurt, and the season went sideways with him. Kind of the Pelicans in the same way too. I'm curious if Halliburton can. I'm sure he can do it again what he did last year, but can the pieces around him come together? You know, I mean, Buddy Hield's still there. Um, Miles Turner's still there. I like Miles Turner. I
Well,
mean,
the kid they drafted last year was outstanding.
what's his name again?
You're gonna ask me how to pronounce his name,
Oh, that's the problem?
Matherine or
Oh,
whatever.
Yeah, no, Matherin, yeah, Matherin. I know who he is. Yeah,
I
he was
mean, he was
good.
first team rookie guy.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, yeah. Indiana's very, very, very compelling to me. All right, number 11. Like your last pick.
I want a little drama.
Okay.
So it may only be worth turning in for the first week or two of the season, but Philly's got to be on the board.
Yeah, I got him on my list too. I got him on my list also too.
I just have to see how James Harden plays on the court.
So here's the good news so far. If you're a Philly fan, this is podcast. He showed up to camp today. He's in shape. He's not fat. That's the good news. Now we still got 3 weeks ago before the season starts, so anything can change. um, but what is clear about this situation with Harden and company is that he has no leverage. His market value is in the tank. He's playing on a opt-in final year's contract. He wants another contract. So he would be motivated. You would think anyway. I posed this question to you early in the week. I actually posed a question on to many people on social media today, this week, and I'm gonna ask you here on the show. If I'm Miami, given the fact that I already, struck out on Dame, struck out on Drew Holiday, you lost pieces in Gabe Vincent and Max Struess. If you're the Heat, and these numbers work in trade machine, the Heat give up Duncan Robinson, the Heat give up Kyle Lowry, his expiring contract, and a first round pick next year. In exchange, you take James Harden and PJ Tucker. Would you do it?
I would want a couple of pick swaps because you're basically asking me to count on Duncan Robinson reverting back to his best year when he was shooting over 40%. Right? So I need Duncan Robinson to go 3 years back in order to make this trade worthwhile. Because I'm not going to get anything really from Kyle Lowry at this point.
But Kyle Lowry is essentially his expiring contract at this point.
Yeah. I wouldn't make the deal just because I know how the
If you're
GM.
Miami or Philadelphia,
If I'm Philly, I wouldn't make the deal.
okay.
I would need more. Now, say you changed out one of the pieces for Tyler Hero, I would take it.
Yeah.
But then that's a loss for Miami, and it's not
Yeah,
worth
still
it.
lost. And then you end up losing Harden and Hero in the year after that,
Yeah,
which makes
so
no sense. Yeah, interesting situation there in Philadelphia. We'll see if they can get it together. We'll see. All right, last pick for me. I was going to take Houston actually because I want to see how Ime can do those young cats. So that's that. But that'll be my honorable mention now. I'm gonna go Golden State.
yeah.
Golden State. Chris Paul's there. Your favorite player in the world.
That's why I can't even mention Golden State.
How depressed are you? You love Steph Curry. How depressed are you about this?
I don't even understand this trade. This is like the dumbest trade. Of all the trades that went down this summer, this was the worst trade of the offseason.
And not only that, do you see the report now? Chris Paul's starting. He's going to start. Obviously, staggers minutes. And they got Klay Thompson probably playing the 4, or he's guarding power forwards in the lineup with Chris Paul.
Yeah, they have completely. If they thought they didn't have the right team last year for a championship, they made it worse this year. They didn't address any of their issues. There is no defense. There is no size.
Mm-hmm. It's a weird situation. I'm just I have them on the list solely out of curiosity. I also think now, honestly, unless I'm missing something, I kind of feel like the window's closed.
Yeah, making a move like this, it's like giving up.
Because they're not better than Denver right now. They're not better than Phoenix. They're not better than the Lakers right now. Who else is in the West? When Ja gets back, I will still probably take Memphis over them right now. That's 4 teams.
A healthy Zion, I'd take.
That's a wash at best. But the fact we're saying this now, they got worse than from last year.